Yeah, I thought it was good to see a lot of guys get recognized. You know, thumb, well, it was good to see a lot of guys get recognized. It's good to see that.
Were there any parts of it that you thought, maybe that could be different?
Just had to go there.
Well, I felt like you wanted to.
I thought Malik Diamond had a heck of a year defensively. I could go on and on, but I'm proud that our guys are recognized in the way that they were. It's good, especially with, you know, most of these guys being back. I would say for these guys, a good start.
Did you think that Andrew, maybe before this season, that he might have a first-team all-conference type of year?
I would think that he would think that. He has a lot of confidence in himself. I think he averaged 15 points a game last year, so he's one of the leading returning scorers in this league. So he probably thought he'd have a chance to do it.
Were you expecting that?
All league?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I thought he'd be able to do
Did you ever think you'd see a time when a guy would have 47 points in a game and didn't get all Pac-12 Player of the Week?
that. He had a great week. Unbelievable week. Gabe York got it. He had a great week too. He really did. Andrew's performance is the best performance I've ever seen in this league since I've been here. And that includes Klay Thompson's 43 or whatever he had against us in the Pac-12 tournament. Salim Stoudemire 37 against us. There have been some special ones, but that 47 that he put on, the opposition was pretty good.
What about it made it exceptional to you?
He did it all within the flow of the game. I didn't sense that he went out to score 47. You know, he just, as the game was going on, he had the ball in his hand and he hit a few and got going and got in the zone and just began to rattle them off possession by possession. That's what made it so special, so electric.
If you had a chance to do it all over again, would you have taken him out with what? There were like 7 minutes left, or
Took him out with 8 minutes to go because he asked. It might have been the first time in his career he asked to come out. He just said, "I'm a little winded. Just give me a break here." That's what we did. We put him back in. My intent was to put him back in the game, and he did go back in the game.
Because I forgot to go back and look, but has there been a situation in recent memory where you guys have had almost a week between the end of the season and the Pac-12 tournament?
I don't ever remember having that. No, I believe this is a first. I could be wrong, but I don't recall that happening.
Did you feel like you had to kind of finagle with the schedule a little bit, or tweak things to kind of get guys going again to playing, or get back on track, I guess?
Well, we wanted to make sure that we did a few things during the week that with a week's rest and then playing back-to-back, wanted to give them a little bit of a break, you know, which we did a couple of days. But we also wanted to make sure that we got a little better also, maintain our conditioning, those type of things. So today's practice will probably be a really good one today. We'll get a lot of stuff done today. You have the end of your regular season and then a week before the Pac-12 tournament starts. So you're kind of off just a little bit.
With the makeup of this group, did it feel right in a sense, just because maybe to get guys a little healthier, whether it was Andrew, because I know Andrew's been nicked up a little bit, Noah's been nicked up a little bit.
I think just body wear and tear, it was great in that regard. I think guys, I thought we were keeping guys relatively fresh down the stretch. You know, you watch even down the stretch with us cutting practice times back a little bit down. I think guys have pretty good legs with their shot. You can just see there's a lot of energy. And I mentioned before, you can practice a long time, and mentally maybe you're getting better, but you're getting drained physically, so it can become counterproductive. I thought we've been cutting time down, and now to have a little bit more rest, just the nicks and bruises, as you mentioned, tend to go away when that happens. So for that reason, it was good.
Coach, most of your players in the later portions of the season have been talking about how fresh they still feel. Given how small a number of players you tend to run with, is this group exceptional in that regard out of the teams you've coached for how fresh they are this late in the year?
We can play. We play up to 10 guys. You know, we don't do that every game, but if guys win it or foul trouble, we're able to go to our bench and be okay. But in terms of guys being fresh, I think if you look at our teams over the years, this was not a year, this year, last year, but a lot of times our teams get better and stronger as the year goes on. I thought our guys, I've said it, the wins didn't show up. I thought we got better, but I also thought that we were pretty fresh down the stretch. At the end of games, we're still able to hit shots. We're still able to run, those type of things. When I was an assistant for Jim Harrod, we used to do that, just down the stretch, you know, make sure the guys that were playing the majority of the minutes weren't drained by the time the season's over. Come on, we gotta grind some more, we gotta get it right, we gotta grind some more, grind it. You can do that through walkthroughs, you can do that through film, you can do it through breakdowns, but when you're using their legs all the time, they can get worn down, and like I said, it defeats the purpose.
You have potential 4-4. So how do you manage you balance out the minutes for these guys, yet imperative, we gotta win tonight?
A potential what?
Well, 4 games, 4 days.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
Right, gotcha.
So where's the balance of the minutes for these guys, yet keeping your best out there to win on that night?
We've done it before, and when it gets to tournament time, there's a lot of adrenaline going, and there are other teams that are playing every night too. You know, before they get buys, they can potentially play 3, but you got to bounce back, and we did that in the Bahamas. I think it was 3 straight games you had to do it. You know, you try to use timeouts, try to give a guy a blow here or there, depending on the score. It makes it difficult if it's tight or overtime, but if there's a way that you can win and give guys rest early, that's great also. But everybody's, with the exception of those 4 teams, are going to do the same thing.
Is Stanford, do you anticipate that they're going to maybe try to tweak some things with their zone, or is that kind of their identity at this point in the season?
You never know. You have to anticipate that teams could possibly do anything in tournament time when they have a couple of days off. So hopefully we'll be prepared for whatever is thrown at us.
You mentioned adrenaline at tournament time. What else can you say about tournament time for you personally